each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
The views and opinions expressed on Trudging Together are solely those of the host, co-host, and our guests. They do not necessarily reflect the views of any organization, fellowship, or other entity, and definitely not your boss, your neighbor, or that one guy in your home group. The content of this program is not intended to replace medical, psychological, or professional advice. If you're looking for that, please seek guidance from qualified professionals who spent way too many years in school. What you'll hear here is based on lived experience, recovery journeys, and the occasional bad coffee-fueled joke. Trudging Together is not affiliated with any 12-step fellowship. We are simply people sharing our stories and walking this path together, one day at a time. Thank you for joining us, and remember, recovery is serious business, but that doesn't mean we can't laugh along the way.
Hello, hello. A little time on my hands. Time. Hi, Amber. Good to see you. She says, guess what I'm picking up, LOL. And I guessed chairs. Chairs was my guess. So, either chairs or Isaac, one of the two. Those are my guesses. Do I get two guesses or just one? How many guesses do I get? Damn it. How many guesses I get? My hand's starting to hurt. The Novocaine or whatever they give you is wearing off. So I have to take a couple Tylenol here shortly. Yep. I'm supposed to keep it above my heart. Thank God for dictating. Oh, ding, 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 chairs. All right, got Isaac. Woo, yay. I like being right. And it doesn't happen very often, so I like to be right every now and again. I can't even do my hair. Now, guess how many chairs are that you're picking up or total that you have? I'm going to guess 3. That's going to be my guess. It's wrong, though. My stomach already told me I was wrong. So, all right. This isn't really a topic as much as what I'm getting ready to do. Getting things set up. I'm going to be doing some crowdfunding. I got to get the word out. But there's a really big need. When I came back, when I decided I was going to get sober again this time and I came back, man, I got to say it wasn't good. No. For years I kept asking for help. And nobody did anything. Nobody lifted a finger. It made me start to think maybe I wasn't worth it. Amber says, dang, you're good. Yes, 3. Man, I'm on a roll. Now, no more guessing. I was right on 2. I was keeping it that. Oh, that's my wife calling. I'll be right back. Yeah. If it was anybody else, I wouldn't have picked up, but that's my wife. So, all right. Wife over live. She doesn't usually call it this time. So, she's having her car towed back. I'm so glad we bought a really nice car that just seems to fucking rape us every time it is broken down. When I have to fix my car, it's a couple $100. Anyway, nah, but that's one of the benefits of your wife and your uncle running a courier services. We got a lot of mechanics. So, but anyway, so that's the reason that I'm doing this is because there can't be any more time in between detoxing. When somebody's ready for treatment, there should not be a wait time. They shouldn't have to they shouldn't have to go through your detox to get help. They shouldn't have that no, right? And there's a lot of places out there that don't get the recognition that are doing great stuff, but they don't go online, they don't schmooze, they don't do all this stuff because they're busy helping other people. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm your host. You may also call me the Podfather if you so wish. Nobody's doing it yet. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch, right? So I'm going to read you a little something real quick. This is kind of what we are. All right. So peer led pathways removes the real world barriers that prevent people from accessing treatment and long term recovery support. We focus on the critical gap between crisis, detox, and sustained care, helping with transportation, logistics, and early stabilization so people who want help can actually reach the support that already exists. We connect individuals to carefully vetted sober living, peer support, and trusted recovery resources, informed by more than 20 years in recovery field, 5 years spent vetting programs and partners. All right. So that's part of what it's about. But essentially, what we will be doing is there's a couple of things. Hey, Maylin, it's good to see you. My favorite Canuck. Um, it keeps getting itchy under here too. Itchy, itchy. Oh, that hurt. Ow. Yeah, the pain stuff, the pain relievers wear it off. So, um, and at least it's a different kind of hurt. All right. But there's a big need here in Colorado. Um, so, you know, recently I went to a meeting where we were looking at putting a new detox, right? And the chief of police was there. And he was saying that one of the reasons that we need what's going on is the police, Adams County is having to drive somebody downtown. Okay, it takes them an hour and a half to go down there and come back with everything done, dropping them off, things like that, when they should be protecting the community. So it isn't that it's a waste of time as much as the logistics aren't very good. So this is one thing that we're going to help with, right? I warned them about this 3 years ago. Okay. It's taken them that long. They're like, oh, we need a detox because of this. I'm like, duh, really? Because it frustrates me that they don't listen. They just think that they know so I've been working hard and God kind of brought this to me. I'm not going to bring up any names and I'll let you know why. Because there's a lot of people. I don't want somebody to steal my idea and abuse it because it could be easily done. So that's why I'm not, and I may not bring up any. Eventually, they'll probably all come out, but not until I'm stabilized in these places. I will be using East Metro Detox, but everybody knows about East Metro, and they love me over there. Speaking of which, it is official. We are starting a new AA meeting at Detox. Yay! Want to do some 12-step work? All right. Now I asked my group because again, we cannot go past 6 o'clock. What is this with you can't go past 6 o'clock. You can't go, it's a detox that's open 24 hours a day. But in the beginning, we're going to appease them, you know, and I'm thinking Thursdays at 5 o'clock, and it'd just be the grassroots AA meeting. We won't really need to do anything else. Yay. Yay. We already got some other people wanting to help, things like that. So see, these things all kind of fit together. Now AA itself has a program called Bridge the Gap, but it's covering the wrong gap. That's from treatment to wherever you're going next. That's the wrong gap. No, the gap we need to cover is stabilization to treatment or sober living or where they're going. That part in there, because it always takes, let's say you're going treatment. Well, if it's 2 weeks away, what are we going to do with it for 2 weeks? Somebody needs to be with this person for 2 weeks, or they're never going to make it. Well, they can't stay sober for 2. I don't know about you, but I couldn't stay sober 20 minutes on my own. I needed accountability. I needed some things, right? Beyond this, we're going to help them with a lot of things. It really depends on their need. Okay. Maybe they already have a great job. They're going to let you go treatment for 30 days. Great. Let's do it. It's the same treatment center as where I'm going to put homeless or anybody else. This is what we call recovery equity, where everybody gets the same shot at recovery. Oh, but everybody's different. Yeah. Calm down. Slow your roll. All right. Because I believe, and it's a belief, okay, even though my experience and the experience of millions of people, millions of people aren't wrong, right? Right? There needs to be a spiritual side to it, but there definitely needs to be a clinical side to it also. Yeah. Yes. People keep arguing on whether recovery needs to be clinical or spiritual. It needs to be both. How about you? But I went to therapy today. Love going to therapy. Love it. Okay. It's helped me out a lot. Right. And I have a cool therapist. Amber says it's me. I steal the ideas and tell people I got it from a wizard. One day I'm gonna show up with a pointy hat. You watch. One of my favorite songs by Black Sabbath is called "The Wizard." If you haven't listened to it, I would recommend it. Wow, 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 wow. Right. Now, there's not much more to say on this because the idea is so simple. Right. So what am I doing right now? I'm working on back end stuff. How can you donate? Things like this. This will be a because I gotta pay my bills. Right. This is a need that needs to happen. So I'm gonna be crowdfunding it. And it'll turn more. I'm hoping it turns into where I bring on more people and it becomes something that we do. People may want to volunteer. But the idea is you hang out for a little bit at the police station, hang out with the popo. Yeah, do it in pairs. And if a call comes up and you need to go transport somebody, okay, now this person is involved. You'll have a chance to 12 step and things like that. Because I'm gonna have to be on a schedule. But the hard part is I don't get to decide when people are in crisis. That could be at any time, day or night, right? So um it's going to be small. It's going to be simple. Is it going to bring in hundreds of thousands of dollars? No. Maybe eventually one day. I don't know. But the point is just to keep it simple. Okay. Not just the system itself, but for the end user. I'm not going to call them a client. They're not paying me any. This isn't clinical. This is just me helping people out and, well, helping people. You can't help people out and get paid. I mean, I don't think. Anyway, doesn't matter. But I do enough service work that it offsets. Right? But to keep it simple for them. See, when people ask for help, they're looking for direction, not options. This is one thing that needs to stop at detox. Hey, I need some help. Okay, here's a piece of paper. Call these places. Good luck. I have no idea what they do. Okay. But if Dion is at East Metro Detox 2, 3 times a week, oh, Dion's here, Dion's here, Dion's here. Hey, did you ask Dion? See, now my name starts to get around. And then they'll hear the places that I'm using. And those are the ones that'll start to get attached to it. Right. Right. And it works. I won't give too much. There's not much more to really give away. It's more the putting the process together, things like that. But I think this is going to be pretty exciting. I think it's going to be fun work to do, and I'm really good at meeting people where they're at, finding their needs. And I have a lot of resources depending on the needs. Yes, a lot. Okay. The stuff can be scary, and then what happens? then I go to bed at night knowing I did a good job. The people at East Metro Detox get to go to bed at night knowing that they were actually helping people and not just sending them out of state, things like that. It'll help with recidivism at the detox, which has been one of my sticking points with them. Like, you've got to treat your employees better. You have to. And good job, Aurora Mental Health, for stepping up to the plate. Good job. Right? They went a step further. Okay. They added another floor to the building, and it's just for staff. They got their own bathroom. If you get stuck there, there's beds, there's showers, there's a reading room, there's a meditation room, there's a place you can go outside and get some fresh air. Yeah, so good job. It matters. It really does. Because if the people working at Detox like what they're doing and they have the right resources, then they're going to help more people. They're going to help more people. Ow! And I don't really have anything to like go off of here to, say, oh, and this is what we're doing, that's what we're doing. It's very, very simple. This is the process. I'm going to be going out to these different places. I'm not going to tell you where, and I have some good ideas on where to go. There's one in particular that'll be perfect. All right, I'll just say safe consumption sites. Yeah. Harm reduction areas. I'll go hang out there. I guarantee I can get at least one person a day. Do you want help? Are you looking for help? Do you want treatment? I have treatment. I can have you in treatment in 3-4 days as long as you are blowing zeros. As long as you are stabilized, I can get you in. Well, do they have beds? I don't worry about that part. Yes, they have beds. They have plenty of beds. Don't worry about that part. Right away. So, yes, Dion, I'd like that help. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to sign an ROI. And I'm going to tell you the process. I'm going to go through it with you. You're going to sign ROI, so that way I can call Detox and say, "Hey, how's so and so doing? Where are we at? So I can plan, because I'm going to have to call admissions over at the other places and get that going for you. See, I'm going to get part of your paperwork done, so when you walk in, all you have to do is the quick interview, and you're ready to go. All right. So then I pick you up from Detox and I take you to the next place. I make sure you are secure there. My job is almost complete at this point, right? Because I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the alpha omega when I've got great resources of people that do a great job. Why would I do that? When I could support them so they could do an even better job and help more people, because that's what I'm really good at. All right. Now, if this person wants more resources, they can call me. Hey, Dion, I'd like to go into a sober living after this. Hey, Dion, do you know of any good peer coaches? Hey, Dion, how do I get my driver's license back? How do I make a resume? Now, these places kind of do that, right? But then I get to use these other skills. Dion, how do I get a bank account when I have child support in arrears? Do you know how to do that? Because I do. Right? I have a bank account. It's in my name. And I have child support that's in arrears. But if you don't have a bank account, it's really hard to get paid anymore. Right? Medicaid, help them fill out Medicaid paperwork. You ride to the doctor, let's get you to the doctor. You go in court, let's go to court. See? Right? It's about transportation, logistics, that type of stuff. So, all right. Well, I knew this one wasn't going to be very long, but I was kind of excited about it. And I wanted to practice pitching it a little bit. Excuse me. No, I wanted to practice pitching it a little bit. Dear Lord. All right. It means I'm not breathing enough. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. You know I do. Peace out. And